it's always a good day when the entire team is in the scoring column. I was really happy for Ramiah White to get her first college basketball points of the season. The locker room was really awesome celebrating her. This kid has worked extremely hard since she's stepped on campus. And then overall, I just thought we were very balanced. I thought Rose set a great tone for us with her efficiency. It was nice to see Lonnie White have her best game of the year this year, just poised and trying to get her to do a lot of different things that can fill up a stat sheet. And I thought she was good today.
Raise your hands for questions. We'll start up here with Luke.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Luke Baran, 3304 Sports. Can you just talk about the defensive mentality you guys have, like flying around, getting steals, deflecting charges, all that?
I mean, our offense is a work in progress, just new system, and they're getting comfortable in their roles. And so I think that's why we really focus on trying to improve defensively. Every segment in practice, after every game, analyzing different parts within the quarter. We're not there yet, but I think they're buying into the effort it's going to take to be good defensively. There were still a couple moments, as no coach is always 100% happy, but there was moments where we lost it a little bit. But I think they really are trying to, get a deflection, be in the right position. Obviously, with Lawrence from Coppin State, she's really good. Every game against a P4 this year, she's done awesome. So we were worried about her a little bit. So we had to have bodies around her, and so we're getting there. We're creating, some turnovers and creating a fun style to play, I think.
On your right, Miles.
Hi, Coach. Miles Jordan, Tech Lunch Pail. Carly got into some foul trouble earlier in the game. She picked up 2 quick fouls. Can you speak a little bit to the trust that you have between you guys to be able to keep her in the game, and then she ultimately ended up producing very well in the first quarter?
Yeah, every day I'm learning about them, and I think that 2 foul rule. I don't think I have a rule, but I'm learning when we do put somebody in with 2 fouls, whether it's Carly or another player. You're just trying to teach them how to be smart, how to not gamble too much, and I think she's found in a couple different ways so far this year being able to do that. So it's kind of just depending on the score. It's depending on what our team needs. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. So I just thought she, for getting a couple cheap fouls, I thought she still had an overall good, solid game.
All your players have talked a lot about roles on this team, and anybody can kind of be that person on any given night. Carly had it on Wednesday, but tonight it just might not have been her night. How important is it that Rose is able to kind of step up and fill that role, and that different people can be your leading scorer on any given night?
Yeah, that's what we're working towards right now, is just staying balanced. And the game of basketball, you're going to have rough nights, you're going to have off nights, and so making sure other people are ready to step up when that happens. And I think they're all getting comfortable with even scoring the basketball. So somebody like Carly the other night just had a just great overall game. And then I think the balance of Rose and Karis looked more confident tonight. Mackie did what she does, being scrappy, and Kale came in and hit a 3. So I think that becomes contagious when you're balanced and spreading the wealth a little bit. And they're all working hard. We're working on their confidence every day to take those right shots. And then if you miss a shot, it's not a big deal. We got people trying to fly in and rebound, and trying to create that brand where it's confident, it's balanced, and we don't have to rely necessarily on one person all the time.
On your left, David.
Rose, we've seen her be efficient this year, but this was the first game she stayed out of foul trouble. How important is that, on both ends for her to kind of be balanced like that?
Yeah, I thought Rose was really good offensively. I thought she got to her spots. We did a good job getting her the ball when we were moving it, just getting her at the right moment. And she's got a lot in her bag from her offensive ability. Just her different post moves. She's getting really confident with her jumper now, which is great to see, and just trying to, breathe confidence in her to take those. And I think early on in the year too, there's a lot of sometimes little cheap fouls, and that's just, it happens every year in the beginning of the year. Refs are trying to do a great job. We're trying to adjust. Kids are playing really hard, so you're kind of banging into each other, and so there's some just moments where a player might get a cheap foul, and that's okay. We have to kind of learn how to push through that. And Rosa's had a great attitude with it, figuring out when she can take chances, when she just has to sprint back on defense. And I love kind of talking to her about it. Coach Jen Hoover's done a great job with her with all those small details. And there's a lot of kids right now in our program that are, texting and calling to get the extra work in, and, whether that's shots or extra film. And, for a young team, I think that's all we can ask for.
How much of a confidence builder is this for Lonnie to get 2 threes down? And it seemed like she was really good defensively too.
Yeah, I thought Lonnie had some of her best days of practice the last 2 days, just with her effort and her positivity. And, I think she just has to get comfortable on the court, whether it's a starting role, whether it's, minutes in the second half, whatever it is. Like, she just got to, settle down a little bit. And I thought she looked just poised and confident. And so I was really, really happy for her.
Go on the right to Ryan.
Coach, you moved to 3-0 at home today. What are your thoughts on your new home arena in Castle?
It's fun playing here. I mean, I thought we had a nice crowd today, and for having a beautiful, day of weather for people to come in and watch women's basketball, we love it. Yeah, you got to protect your home floor. Obviously, we've historically done that here. I'm enjoying every minute of it, learning all the chants and the cheers, and sometimes the crowd can get on the referee, so I don't have to, so that's cool too. But yeah, it's a fun environment. It's one of the best in college basketball. It's only going to get better as they get to know these players, and our community comes out. So it's a special place at Castle.
Anything else for Coach, guys? Go back to Luke.
Obviously, Rose had a career night, but
Was it her career? Close.
Double here.
Oh, good.
but how, I don't know, is it a different look having Kale and Karis in and kind of being able to go positionless with Rose out and give the defense a different look?
Yeah, we have a couple different lineups, and I think we're still work in progress on that. Obviously, with Kale and Karis, they can spread the floor a little bit more, and they're pretty mobile. And then you got Rose as an anchor in a lot of ways, and then we're going to keep working on Maya and Ramaya, those freshmen who are give them opportunities to showcase themselves as we go and get some confidence. But yeah, that's what I like about this team. Like, you can move some pieces around, and if something doesn't go well, we have some counters to it. And again, that's a fun way to play when you have a few different ways you can play.
We'll finish with Miles on the right.
Perfect. Coach, Samaya has just been extremely quick all season long with everything that she's been doing. She's very fast on the floor, and a lot of people notice it on the offensive end, but I've noticed it more on the defensive end.
Hey, good, Miles.
Where she did pick up a steal today, but it really doesn't show up in the stat sheet, where people that she's guarding can't seem to get around her. How important is that to have just a very lockdown defender and someone like that, and also Mackie Nelson, who's been able to just produce a lot of steals on the defensive end?
Yeah, thanks for recognizing that, Miles. Our guard group is really buying into figuring out how to stop different types of players. I think the greatest thing will be experience and doing it more. But it only builds on to the next game. So you're right, Samaya is doing some good things for us offensively for sure, but she wants to guard the other team's best player. She wants to get into their space. She's learning based on the opponent, their strengths and weaknesses, and adapting to that. So, obviously with her quickness, that's going to be very beneficial. She's also a pretty physical player. So I think she's going to keep getting better with that. And then when you got some length with, Carly and Lonnie, and then you got the scrappiness of Samaya and Mackie, and, Layla Wells' scrappiness, that's going to be good for us in the future.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Good.